Go.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our podcast here at Millennial Minds. My name is Tan Hong, and I'm here today with Christian, James, Samara, Leilani, and Fernando for our sixth episode, which will be officially one of our final episodes before we start taking further actions for our SDG, good health and well-being. We will be reflecting upon our experiences from previous episodes and what we've been working on. How Ayush, the student SDG ambassador, and his goals are similar to ours, and our final plan to share this product with the rest of the world. Starting off with reflecting upon what we've done, I'm quite proud of our group for how far we have come. This is our first ever podcast, not only in a group, but also individually as well. And I feel like this is just the start since we plan to create many more podcasts in the future. And no matter what the topic will be about, this first experience will help us be prepared for those situations. I am proud of us for being able to work well together because most of us have never even talked to each other before this podcast, and it just brought us together, and we were able to adapt quickly to work well together. Ayush and his goals are similar to ours because he is also trying to take actions that will change and help the world. He is around our age and shares the same goals and thought process as us, which is that we both want to find ways to raise awareness for certain issues around the world and take action to be able to resolve those problems. Our plan for our final product branches out in many directions. We first plan to compile our podcasts together and promote them on social media to raise awareness about them along with our goal. We will then research further into areas that need help with our goal and raise awareness about the areas that need help, and we will set up charity pages so that we can raise money to help those in need. And we also plan to open a merch line using the resources that our academy has received, and those funds will also be going into our goal. Let's now see what everyone else has to say about these topics. Christian, what do you have to say for this?
Throughout the whole project, it's been a learning experience on the fact that I've never made any podcast or videos like this until the start of this project, and I didn't even know these people like that at all. But until we met up for this project, it's been a process. Like when it comes down to editing and recording, etc. There's lots of factors. Ayush is similar to our group because he's near our age group and he has similar thought process on like his goals, what he shows on his websites. We have similarities in goals as that we both want better for the world and with our SDGs, and everything we're trying to produce, he also wants the same and also tries to produce like infographics and books and websites, etc. Our plan to share our final project would probably be that we would all compile all our podcasts or videos into one shareable link or one site, and with that one site, we would share that on all our social media platforms and try to spread the word on our SDG. Hopefully, people will see it.
Thank you, Christian. And how about you, Leilani?
During the past 5 weeks, we practiced working on a schedule with a group of people and getting together to achieve a goal. To do what we need to do requires preparation and hard work, and these are exactly the skills we need to be successful in the future. Ayush is similar to us in a way that he's a young student trying to make an impact. All of us, creators for change, strive to put ourselves out there, and Ayush is doing just that. Both him and our class believe if every one of us put in some effort, we can make a difference. We plan to make more places for people to view our cause, so it can hopefully gain more reach and make it to the screens of people around the world. That's why we have both a group Instagram, several channels where our podcasts are posted, and a link tree with all our important links.
Thank you, Leilani. And let's move on to Fernando.
Hello there. I'm Fernando. Throughout these weeks, it's always felt more like a chore for me, but throughout this constant scripting, preparing, and meeting can really drain someone. I'm still drained today, but there's still parts that I really liked about doing the SDGs, which was interacting with these guys, obviously, and seeing their thoughts on what we do. I find that very interesting, and it's also very satisfying to finally finish an admittedly long video for our podcast. What Ayush has in common with our group is that while we're both in a similar age, we still, like to do our SDGs and also want to improve other lives with our SDG. That's basically our goal, which relates to our plan for the final project is to share through different mediums like advertising and especially through social media. We would like to share through social media like Twitter and Instagram.
Thank you, Fernando. And how about you, James?
My thoughts on this project are mostly on how we improved as a group, how we worked together, and were able to get things done quickly. It started off okay and it was slow at the beginning, but as we started to do it more, we got more comfortable doing it. It became easier and smoother. It's similar as in ways to spreading awareness for groups that are splitting up to do it. My initial plan is to start sharing our final project around the world. This is to post it on YouTube, post it on social media. This can have a big impact on what people will do and be more aware about. Because most people don't know what's going on right now, and it'll be better if we just spread awareness.
Thank you for sharing, James. And Tamara, do you have anything to say about these topics?
Throughout the weeks that we've been working on this project, I've learned a lot, not only about health and well-being, but also about writing scripts and filming podcasts. So this is something that I've never done before. So overall, making podcasts was an amazing experience, especially working with this group. Um, Ayush is similar to our group because he's around our age and wants to create an impact to not just millennials, but to the people around the world. As for similarities in goals, I would say we all want to change the world and give people around our age a new look on life and the different ways they can become a leader. And the only way by becoming a leader is by leading by example. And that's what he's doing with these SDGs, and that's what we're all doing. Our plan to share our final project with the world is to put our podcast out on all platforms. For example, our group Twitter and our group Instagram and our separate Twitter accounts. This way, it will reach more people.
Thank you, Samara, and thank you again for everyone meeting here today. To conclude this series about our SDG, I also want to thank the audience for joining us throughout our journey, throughout the many weeks that we've filmed our podcast, and just experiences. Doing our best to try to change the world, and this is Melody Minds, and we're representing SDG number 3, good health and well-being. Catch you on the other side.